You want a spooky story? Let me tell you about what I did this summer. Here, pass me the flashlight. I have got many scary stories to tell you. You guys have no idea what Mabel and I have been up to. First, we were in a little town in Oregon called Gravity Falls. Nothing there is as it seems. But I, a brave adventurer, of course, am dedicated to documenting everything that I have seen and everything that I will see in the future when I inevitably go back. We'll start first with the tale of the vampire, or so it seems. Mabel ended up meeting a random guy in the store one day, wearing a dark hoodie. He scuttled around, walked very strangely, and I was convinced might have had holes on his neck. Come to find out, he was far worse. Nothing but 3 notes in a trench coat. Well, a hoodie. No, guys, come on, that's totally scary. We thought that there was only going to be one creature, and then there ended up being like at least 3 of them. And then they all tried to kidnap Mabel and make her like the queen of gnomes. Okay. You don't like that story? I've got plenty of stories. Okay? No. There was a time when I found a girl that I really wanted to go out with. I really wanted to impress her. But my date was taken over by clones. Every single one of us, exactly like me, except for this one. So I found out that I could print versions of me as clones, and the one kind of, the paper jammed. But then I had to try to fight all these clones who wanted to kill me because they wanted that girl. But I fought them off. So maybe we turned on a sprinkler system. No, don't. I promise I have good stories. Come on, these are cool things that happen to me. You gotta listen. Oh. The light's flickering. What's something else I can tell you about? Zombies. Me and Mabel and our great Grunkle Stan, we all had to fight off a horde of zombies, and I thought I was going to die. I really did. Guys, zombies are scary. Zombies are really scary. I met a man who used to be president, and no one wanted you to know about it. His name was Quentin Tremblay, and he was hidden from the passages of time. Everyone tried to pretend like he wasn't ever a president, but he totally was. Was he a mayor? Okay, maybe I'm exaggerating a little bit for the story, but he was important, and I met him. So, you're right, I guess it's not scary. So much else happened to me over the summer. I've got one. I've got a good one. There in Gravity Falls, a haunted convenience store. Once, a long time ago, like the 80s or something, the owners were outside and they saw these disrespectful teenagers. They were out there rapping and dancing in ways that could not be understood to these old people. They were so struck, so frightened that the times were changing, that they didn't understand the youth, that they could be so disrespectful, that they dropped dead in that very store. Now the store has been abandoned. Of course, you can't just leave a store like that opened. But I'll tell you what, me and some of my friends, we went in there. And you know what? It is just as haunted as they say. I even met those ghosts. They were going to take over the bodies of my friends. They could have killed all of us. But I was pretty awesome. And I beat them all up. And Mabel doesn't have any stories about that because she was like crazy out of it on Fun Dip. So, yeah, totally happened. I beat all of them up, and you can ask Wendy Corduroy from Oregon. She'll tell you that's exactly what happened too. What can I say? I was kind of a badass this summer. Totally, I totally am. I've even got another story to prove it. We've all heard of a minotaur. A minotaur. Like half man, half bull. It's a really famous Greek creature. I'm certain you've heard of it. Okay. Well, we have now all heard of a minotaur. But have you heard of a manitar? Oh yeah. Not only am I a badass, but I single-handedly defeated toxic masculinity. Because there's nothing more badass than being yourself in the face of people who want you to just be like everyone else. But also I beat them up. Because that's also badass. Why don't any of you guys seem interested in my stories? I did all sorts of crazy, cool, and scary things over the summer, and no one seems to care. I'm telling you, I fought ghosts. I met mini golf people on a golf course. I had to fight against this guy who was like totally obsessed with Mabel. His name was Gideon. He had psychic powers. Okay. If that doesn't scare you, there is one other thing that I can tell you. We cannot talk about this. But there's a reason why I have panic attacks in geometry. It is because there is an eldritch being that my great uncle came in contact with that nearly destroyed the town and murdered my sister and I. You don't have to believe me. I'm still in therapy over all of this. I have nightmares every single night. This thing is everywhere. He see you everywhere. So many times I would look back on photos from our adventures, pictures, videos, etc., and he's there. And I had no idea. It was only when we came face to face that I had any sort of inclination that the kind of power that he really held. But you guys didn't hear anything to do? No, I'm not trying to scare you. This is important. I'm serious. If you ever see a pyramid with a single eye on it, be careful. I even have my great uncle's number. I'll give it to you. Please tell me. He could have followed me. Really. It's not funny. He took over my body. He took over the town. I thought Mule and I were... I'm serious. Be wary and afraid of Bill Cipher. Guys, do you hear that? No. No, 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 no. No! High pine tree.